Hello everybody and welcome back to Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Before we get started, remember that right there in the cards you can always find a link to this game's playlist as well as the previous games. Both are down in the description. And while you're down there, make sure to leave a like if you find yourself enjoying the video. Now let's get right into this. So, we just undid all the watery juice. Like, we made it fancy. We can come down here. But I can't attack while I'm down here. Uh-huh. What else is there down here? Oh, there is... Oh, there's this. And there's still other stuff for me to investigate down here. Okay, I don't know what I'm exactly trying to achieve here. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be down here. Okay, so this isn't where we need to go. This just isn't where we need to go. So, I am going to fast travel to here. Wait. Let's go talk with them. You know, I'm pretty sure I bought the, I was pretty sure I bought that ability to, fast travel to any of them. Oh, okay, that's how I warp. I'm sitting here just trying to figure out how to do that, and I'm fucking, I have to hold space. Guess I can't just do it by accident. Okay. Let's talk to Grom. They say you made it all the way to paradise. You used to have fear of thorns, sure, but Luma pools survived the worst of the decay. Wouldn't give her visit. There's work to be done. The builder never rests. If I skipped that before I could read it, I was a dumbass. Care to help make these glades a better place? Yes. We're gonna... this solves a quest. Fantastic, I'll get right on that. Does this really require... the Moki homes are... Does that really require ore? Like Gorlek ore? Or, I swear you could use, like, anything for that. The Moki homes are complete, and they won't be needing repair anytime soon. Now that they're Gorlek made. I don't have enough ore for another project. Grom has built a good hut, and a good hut makes a good home. If you go east, could you tell my family I found a new home? They live in the Silent Woods, in the first hut near the entrance. I will pay for that help. And here, you might need this key. The woods are not safe, not anymore. Hut key. Cool. Ow. Ow, I'm a dumbass. Glad that's the save point. So, today I want to talk about how different people, something that you do on a daily basis, someone else could find to be one of the most challenging things in the world. Finally. And by that I mean, we all have our own daily routines, right? We have the things that we do pretty frequently. Like, I record videos almost daily. I edit almost daily. I do all of this stuff regularly. I can't go through this. Okay. What are you? hello, Lupo. Hello there. Welcome to my humble abode. Say, I've seen you around. You must be an explorer. Well, there's a place that needs exploring, and you're just the spirit to do it. The Silent Wood. I would map it myself, but I'm afraid the weather there wouldn't agree with me, you know? Rain, ash, death from above. So you go, then come tell me all the details and the dangers. Help me complete this project, and I'll give you a fine discount on any map. I've been marking down some of my observations on these maps. Care to see? Yeah. I can't afford these. Maybe some other time, then. And for me, those things have become simple. I can simply edit things. It doesn't take me a bunch of effort to edit this stuff. Oh, for what do you have? Good to see you again, and in one piece, and we've both found that we were looking for, or it found us. I'm not easily impressed, but I must admit I've underestimated you. I'm at your service whenever you need, okay. No. As you like. Who are you? I've seen many novelties since I fled my frozen garden after the storm. But a spirit. My family told me stories that your kind once roamed these lands, where they call me a stranger. I'm not complaining, mind you. I'd almost forgotten the feeling of soft soil at my fingertips. But it does not yet feel like home. Did you find any seeds, spirit? Sure. Then let's get started. Like the moon's effects on the tide, these curious plants seem to have a strange pull to them. We'd always have a banquet of them, a bouquet of them, on the table back in our little hut. My mother's favorite. I don't have any more seeds. No harm done. Hello. Moki. Hello. The Wanderer told me how you helped many Moki and found many secrets. You have floppy ears, but you are good at making friends. What does that mean? Alright, Qualak, what you gotta say? Welcome back, little one. The Moki tell me you have taught the clear waters to flow once more. The stench that once hung over the wellspring is gone. Our marsh is in your debt. The way east to the Silent Woods is now open, but beware. The one the Mokis call Shriek lives there. Her heart is stone, her cry is pain. I pray you find your friend before she does. Is this gonna be another, like, the villain of the story is actually just, a mother? Completed the Silent Teeth. The wellspring has woken, the waters flow clean. Squeaky mill, rushing water. We can fish now, we can swim. Yeah, and I can too. So we have these things that we do on a regular basis that at some point we forget how much practice it took for us to reach the point that we're at. And we take for granted that these are actually acquired skills. They aren't just something that we had or were capable of. We learned to do these things, but we did them so frequently that part of us, like, the skill became a part of our daily routine to such a degree that we, when asked how to do certain things with that skill, we can't answer the question because we no longer recognize it as part of it. We just do these things. Like, oh, so that's the thing that I kicked out before. That looks horrifying, or it's something like what I kicked out before.
Careful, Ori. These woods do not welcome us. They belong to her now.
Silent Woods. Like, if someone asks me how to turn on a faucet, they are lacking. Like, it's a skill that I know it's technically acquired, but it's to such a degree. Can I touch that? I can't. It's to such a degree that I just fail to be able to comprehend not being able to do it. So I can't explain to someone how to go about learning to turn on a faucet. It's just, I don't understand. I wouldn't be able to do it. Because I'm lacking. It's something. It's not that I'm lacking in teaching ability or actually lacking in anything in general. It's just that it is something I have done so many times that I don't even think about the action itself. I just do the thing. Like, I just do whatever. Key.
Ah, Lightberry, your kind is not welcome here in my garden. When the trees needed you most, yes, you were gone. Now look, my garden is all but dead. See, cold stone, bitter dust. Only one tree lingers. Even she is not whole. Leave this playing place, yes, as your kind did before, unless you can bring my last daughter healing. Bear her poisoned limb, Lightbearer. Find a healer of nature right where what your kind has wronged. Like, you found a new. Okay. I am perfectly willing to do that, bro. Because in a way, he's right. The spirits did technically abandon the world, but not directly. They didn't choose to not be here. Oh no. These Moki stay too long in the decay. They're turned to stone along with the rest of these woods. Oh. Petrified doll. You couldn't just have a nice reunion between family members? No, you had to. You ripped my heart out. If you fall in, it's just. That's it. You'll just die. An actual amazing example of this comes in the form of physical therapy. For example, if you lose the function of your legs and you have to go through physical therapy to relearn how to walk, it's so difficult to learn to walk, but we take it for granted every day that we do it because, one, we don't remember the process of learning it. Most people learn to walk to some degree before their first memories. Even if that's not directly
a perfect example. It's a good enough example to realize there are so many things that we just take for granted. We do these things, and it's not like we actually take them for granted. We know to some degree that being able to do these things is actually something that we learned how to do. But it's been so long since we learned that if you or me had to teach someone, there would be quite a bit of difficulty. It's why being a physical therapist is such a specific job, because teaching someone how to walk again is rather difficult, because it's one thing to teach a baby. Babies have an immense capacity for learning. It's another thing entirely to teach a wounded soldier to walk again, or to tell someone, yeah, you're never going to walk the same as everybody else. Oh, I came all the way back up here because I thought I could grab that. Oh, the woods lay still, all ash and bone. I think that's Ku that I hear. Ku! Yes! So it's not all depressing this time. That thing does not look normal. Oh, God, that doesn't look normal at all. It was time to find the way home. Okay, so I don't have all of Ori's... I don't have all of Ori's abilities while on Ku. Okay. Well, we'll do that next time. So, I'd like to know, what is a thing that you do on such a regular basis that if someone asked you to explain how to do it, you'd have trouble explaining, because to you, doing these things is almost second nature, because you do it every day, every other day, or so on. Like, I turn on the kitchen faucet every day. I turn on this computer every day. But if someone didn't even understand what a button was, how could I tell them how to turn it on? Press the button. What the fuck is a button? So, I'd like to know, even if you don't have one that you can think of, that you know of, like your skills, what is an example that you can think of? Like, I thought of the physical therapy, teaching someone to walk again. It's a different experience. Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like down below. Look something like this, as well as subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, guys, smile, because your skills are worthless. Right? I hope you'll enjoy it, and I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, guys.